One of these cucumbers doesn't look like the others. One of these cucumbers doesn't belong. Okay, if you recognize that, you're dating yourself, because that's me paying homage to Sesame Street. But what I wanted to share with you is this yellow cucumber and explain to you the reason why I believe that it's yellow. It is not a variety that should be this color. It should be green. And this is my first year doing a bona fide in-ground garden. And the reason that I believe, after doing some research, that this one is yellow is because it grew too long. Okay, the variety I purchased, and I purchased some starts for this, the length should have been 2 to 3 inches, 4 inches max for maturity. This particular one here is about 5 inches, so got close to the max on that. This one is close to 8 inches. So that is one of the reasons that, when I did the research, identified as a possible issue. There were 2 others, and I don't believe that these were reasons, but the second one was not insufficient watering, but too much watering. I do not overwater. In fact, I probably use insufficient water. So, and this is a sign. Let me show you how you would identify whether or not you're not watering, providing sufficient even watering for your plants. This should have a symmetrical shape. As you see here, this end is smaller than that end. So my watering, if anything, is insufficient. And these plants do not have what they call wet feet. The third reason was insufficient nutrients. And if that were the issue, these 2 cucumbers would have the odd coloration as well. So the moral of the story is that you should make sure that you use proper spacing for your plants. My goal next year is to use one of those cattle panel trellises. I think they are absolutely beautiful, very functional, and there's just so many uses for them, so I'm going to do that. The other thing is, because of the issue that I had with some of my other cucumbers having the asymmetrical shapes, which they're still completely edible, is to make sure that I do provide sufficient watering. And with that type of trellis, it doesn't have to be a cattle panel trellis. That's just the one that I would love to do, is that I would be able to properly water. So wanted to share this. Make sure that you get in there and inspect your plants and harvest as they reach the maturity. So keep track of that information. It's provided, on if you buy like the plants that are starters, it'll tell you when they should reach maturity, the actual plant, and when you should be able to harvest. And some of the tags, maybe not all, they'll tell you when the fruit itself reaches a harvest size. Hope this helps.